Alright, here we go. Shang, Tsung, Shujinko, morphing, guide, quick. We're going to do this really quick. So, you want to morph into the opposing characters. That way you can get your swaggy combos and whatnot. When you do the morph, which is half circle 4, you have 31 frames of recovery. If you do the EX1, you get a little bit more time as the opponent, and you get a damage boost. So, depending on the situation, you can use the bar if you want to get the damage or not. Keep in mind though, it will scale if you use the morph, the EX morph later in a combo. So you might want to use it early if you have some sort of cameo that can stun the opponent, and you can EX morph, get the damage boost. I keep saying boost. And do it that way. If you do it later in a combo, it won't really matter because the scaling's already happening. When you're trying to get to the morph, you want to use a grounded combo with Shujinko, with the Shujinko crumple that leaves you close to the opponent. If you leave them too far away, it'll be a little bit harder to combo with the character you're morphing into. Now, it doesn't really, it depends on the matchup, obviously, but I usually try to keep them close to me when I use the crumple. So, some combo strings, I can do that. Oh, not that one. This one's really good. That works pretty well. You can do back 2-2. That works pretty well. The ones that don't really work too well, at least against Reptile. I'm just using Reptile as an example. 1-2 leaves them pretty far away. It's still possible, right? But if you don't have the right timing, you could drop it. The full forward 4 string is a little bit hard, but it's possible. So again, it doesn't really matter, but I like to keep them close just in case I don't have the right timing, or I don't have a button when I'm morphing into the opponent that doesn't give me a combo. Another thing you could do, let's say you're already doing your B&B combo with Shujinko, maybe with Shang Tsung, sorry. Maybe you're charging Shujinko during this combo sequence. Here's something you can do. Jump kick, morph when you land, and then you have enough time to block their wake-up attack if they try to attack you, and you can reset neutral, basically. So that's what you saw there. I did my full Shang Tsung B&B. I did jumping kick, morph. I block in time for their armor attack, and if they don't armor, you have you can apply your pressure. So that's one thing you can do. You get your damage in, you get your B&B, you don't have to spend any bar, and you get to morph from the opponents. That's one thing you can do. Sorry about that. Let's say you use a Shujinko steal. Same thing happens, right? Do your B&B. I do jump and attack, morph, and I can do whatever I want afterward. So that's what my setup is, to morph into the opponent safely against my opponent with Shang Tsung and Shujinko. And just something to add real quick, same thing if you already have the opponent in like an air juggle, like let's say you do young Shang's back 1-2. Obviously you can't do 3 reps with a stand for ground skull, but you can do 1 rep with the 1 or 2 reps with a stand for ground skull, do your back 1, Shujinko crumple, jump kick into the morph. Same thing if you do this. Like, you don't have to always be an old Shang to do the morph sequence with the crumple. You can do it in young form as well. So even with your fastest jab punish with Shang Tsung, the 7-frame 1-2-4 string, you can end it with crumple. You can do 4-4 ground skull, end it with the injection, and then you can morph into them full screen. Or if you want to do the same jump kick setup to morph into them mid screen, that works too. It works the same way. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. Let's do a quick damage comparison between when you use the regular morph and the EX morph. So let's do the regular morph B&B combo. It's 34%, no bar spent for the EX morph. And you get 40%. So it's a pretty decent damage buff comparison. So like I said, with the EX morph, you get more time as the opponent, you get a damage buff. It doesn't change your recovery or whatnot. So totally up to you how you want to use it.